staying with your family? No long visits of any kind?
Yeah.
Did you ever see your parents hold hands or kiss or say I love you, or how did they express affection to each other?
Well, they weren't real demonstrative, I suppose you'd say. They showed affection, but nothing.
How did they to each other?
Well, give her a hug once in a while.
Did you ever hear them telling each other or you kids that they loved you or anything like that?
No, they didn't, I don't think, but they showed it. Yeah.
How about on the Faberg side? Was there any overt affection in the same way that we're talking about here?
Yeah. The Fabric family, they were always scrapping amongst each other. Well, I'm saying nothing but the truth. A lot of jealousy in that family, and I don't know.
How about you guys then, when you were set up your house?
Nari and I?
Yeah.
Well, we better let him talk a little bit.
It's your family.
You're on tape too. Gotta get your 2 cents worth so we know what's right, huh?
Well, we got married, in May. We lived with his folks until September, and then they left the furniture they didn't want, and we set up housekeeping. And we got along very, very well with his folks. I did anyway, very much, very well. Once in a while, Nori and his dad, they would have a difference of opinions, but that's normal.
That's normal.
Yeah, very normal.
Trying to set up your own independence, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotta be trying times on both sides.
Yeah. But in that family, there's a lot more showing of affection than there ever was in mine.
Oh.
Yep.
How so?
Well, they're not afraid to give them a switch once in a while, a good hug. Are they?
No, and Ma always had to come and get her hug.
Sure, she did. She was very affectionate little lady.
So is that hard for you to adjust to all that?
No, not too bad anyway.
You remember some of the things your parents taught you or what they wanted to make sure you learned when you were growing up?
Well, religion was, we had to learn Lord's Prayer and all that. We went to confirmation, we learned all that.
Where did you go all the way into Donabow?
Well, sure.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, for confirmation?
Yeah, that's quite a trek.
No, it wasn't that far. 2.5 miles.
Oh, is that all it was?
Yeah.
Seems longer now.
No. And we studied the English on Wednesdays and Danish on Saturdays. We went twice a week. Confirmation.
Say that again. You had Danish confirmation classes?
On Saturday and English on Wednesday. That was before they switched over.
Yeah.
It was about time to. Because they weren't all fluent in Danish. I could understand it, and read it, the simple stuff.
What would you have to do in the, did you have to, say, do some reading and speak it?
We
Or-
had to memorize some old Danish hymns, which was a waste of time. Oh, golly. But anyway, we were duly confirmed. And Gordy couldn't always behave himself when he was sitting there either,
Can you imagine that?
I can't imagine that. What
Now,
did-
where did he inherit that, always wanna be creating trouble or stirring
Stirring.
or teasing? Where did he inherit that?
Both sides, I'd say, but he really was more like Uncle Art Norgard than the Faberg side. He was always stirring too.
Yeah, all those stories I've heard about Art.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. So it came from the Norgard side.
Well, both, I'd say. Wouldn't you, Norm?
Mm-hmm.
He got the best of both. Huh?
Yeah, he got the best of both.
Yeah, the Fabergs were always in there teasing too.
Oh,
Wouldn't say it
terrible.
was- They were
Well-
downright mean with it.
Yeah, they get real mean with their teasing. Gordy never got mean with it. It was just out for a good time, I'll tell you.
See, that's how we express love in our house. It's the teasing.
Yeah, we tell Daddy's older than dirt. That kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. But in a nice way. There are very different ways of teasing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I never tease about anything that's true.
You know.
That's a rule
Wow.
that
That older than dirt part, that's
I've got. No, like, you know, I'll tease Gwenny about being fat, and she's not fat. You know? I mean, it's fine to tease somebody about something so long as it's not true.
Yeah.
oh, they're not real sensitive about
Yeah.
it.
Did you ever see Margaret Scott? That's, her face is just about to stop a flower. That's Margaret Scott. They're cousins there.
You know, maybe way back when, but you know, when you're a kid, you don't pay that much.
So if you were to describe your mother, how would you describe her personality? What kind of person was she?
Well, I can't really say.
Well, you
She was a very nice lady, but she did fly off the handle quite easily.
Oh, the favorite comes in.
Yeah, you bet.
Now, do you think, did you ever get the idea that maybe she got that from Soren's side or Karen's side, or was there ever any comments made that, well, now you're acting like your mother or grandmother?
No, there wasn't. No, our grandmother was very hyper, and she would.
Oh, Karen.
Yeah, Karen. Yeah. Yeah, she would get stirred up very easily, and Grandpa was just as calm as an old horse, you know. So you know where it came from.
But then, did it carry on, or was it over with? I mean, build up and boom, and then it was over with?
Yeah,
or?
she didn't carry a grudge that long. Some of them did though.
Oh,
Very,
yeah.
very much so.
I've heard some Faberg stories
Oh,
where
my
they carry it for decades.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, they carry it so long they can't
They
remember
forgot what it was
meant.
about.
Yeah.
I know Carol Tootie says that too. They forgot what it was about.
So she was very nice, but she would also have a temper. What else? What was her character like that you remember?
What would you say, nerd? Catherine, my mom.
She was very easygoing.
Yeah, easygoing. And she loved her grandchildren and her kids too. She didn't have an easy life either, you know, all that work and whatnot.
When I was a kid, I remember Mom reading to us bedtime stories. Did that ever happen in your house, where
Yeah,
who would do the reading? Or?
Dad did.
Now, was that when you were in bed or before you went to bed?
Before we went to bed, yeah. We had this newspaper, I think I probably wrote that. Every day there was an Uncle Wiggily story, and that
Yeah.
was generally our bedtime story. They were always so cute. It's kind of like Peter Rabbit, you know.
Now, upstairs, you said they moved to where Keith and Catherine lived.
Yeah.
You were how old about?
11, I think.
Okay.
Something like that.
Where did you sleep and where did Keith and Dad sleep up there? I'm assuming it was upstairs.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Now, there was 2 bedrooms upstairs and then that
Yeah.
storage
No, I
room.
slept in the south one and Keith in the, Gordy in the north one.
Oh, okay.
And there was a downstairs bedroom. But then later on, Dad slept upstairs.
After
With
that,
Keith.
oops,
Oh, now, wait a minute, now. You said Catherine and Jens, they slept upstairs too?
No, downstairs.
Oh,
downstairs.
But then when Wayne came along, well, she slept with the kid, and I think Dad moved upstairs for more reasons than one, I suppose. Oh, golly.
when he went upstairs then, where did he sleep then?
With Keith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By that time, Gordy was out working as a hired man, and when he did come home in the wintertime, then they had a davin bed that he slept in the front room then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So in other words, when Daryl and I, for quite a few summers in a row, we'd go and spend a week there.
Mm-hmm.
And Keith always slept in that south bedroom.
Oh,
And we always slept in the double bed.
in the north
north
room.
room.
Okay.
So that might have been the same bed that my dad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm sure it was.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
It's just like when I stayed over with John Klein in the old Norgard house.
Yeah.
I might have been sleeping in the same doggone room that my grandpa slept in.
Yes, that's
And I
possible.
didn't know it.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Grandpa Gordy's bedroom looked like when he shared it with Keith then? What kind of furniture they had or what sort of,
Very, very plain.
do you remember
No.
anything on the walls or
Very, very little.
any
Yeah.
collections that he had?
No, I know. No. Bare necessities.
So it's hard to be messy then if you don't